Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Welcome po sa News Up to Date. Ang topic po natin ngayong gabing ito ay tungkol po sa inilabas na advisory ng Securities and Exchange Commission laban sa Digibolt Trading. Based on information received by the Commission, an individual claiming to represent Digibolt Trading, headed by Zairil Abad, is enticing the public to invest their money in said entity. As posted online, you can invest by registering first. Then you can choose from any of the following 6 Digibolt package plans. At alam naman natin, yung mga companies ay halos magkakatulad po ang modus. Katulad ng Digibolt Trading, meron din sila mga package plans. At ang una, yung Pearl package na worth 50 pesos, yan po ay para maingganyo yung iba na sumali dahil 50 pesos lang. At syempre kapag nakatanggap ng payout ay mag-a-upgrade yan. At ang kasunod na package ay yung Amethyst na 500 pesos, yung Sapphire na 5,000 pesos, yung Emerald na 50,000 pesos, yung Ruby na 100,000 pesos, at yung pinakamahal ay yung Diamond package na worth 500,000 pesos. Alam naman natin mga kababayan na yan po ay pang-hype lang ng mga companies. Maaari sa umpisa bigyan ng payout yung mga 50 pesos lang na package, yung Pearl, yung Amethyst, pero yung mga nasa Diamond package ay mahihirapan po yan na makakuha ng payout. Kaya mga kababayan, wag po kayo sasali sa mga companies dahil hina-hype lang po kayo niyan at maaari sa umpisa may payout, pero sigurado po sa huli tatakbuhan po kayo niyan. The investor can earn 15%, 26%, 55%, 85%, 180%, up to 357% after 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, 55 days, and 75 days. An investor can also earn 5% up to 25% direct referral bonus depending on the plan. So talagang todo-todo sila sa pang-hype. Dahil nga, yung pinakamahal na package ay 357% ang pangakong kitaan sa loob ng 75 days. Alam naman natin na yan po ay pang-hype lang nila. At syempre yung DRB na from 5% hanggang 25% ay pang-hype din para mag-recruit yung mga members. Dahil syempre napakalaki nung 25%. At yung ibang mga companies pa ay nag-o-offer pa ng 50% na DRB. Kaya po mga kababayan, yung mga DRB na malaki, pati yung mga pangakong kitaan na malaki, ay wag po kayo basta-basta maniniwala. Kailangan po mag-research kayo, i-check nyo po kung kompleto sila sa legalities. At alam natin na kulang po sa legalities yung Digibolt Trading scam. The public is being made aware that an investment contract exists when there is an investment or placement of money in a common enterprise with a reasonable expectation of profits to be derived from the efforts of others which is prominent in the scheme of Digibolt Trading. As such, the Securities Regulation Code or SRC requires that said offer and sale of securities must be duly registered with the Commission and that the concerned entity and or its agents should have the appropriate registration and or license to sell such securities to the public. The public is being made aware that an investment contract exists when there is an investment or placement of money in a common enterprise with a reasonable expectation of profits to be derived from the efforts of others which is prominent in the scheme of Digibolt Trading. As such, the Securities Regulation Code or SRC requires that said offer and sale of securities must be duly registered with the Commission and that the concerned entity and or its agents should have the appropriate registration and or license to sell such securities to the public. Based on the Commission's database, Digibolt Trading is not registered with the Commission as a corporation or a partnership. Likewise, Digibolt Trading has not secured prior registration and or license to solicit investments from the Commission as prescribed under Section 8 and 28 of the Securities Regulation Code or SRC. So, ibig sabihin po, hindi po nakarehistro sa SEC ang Digibolt Trading at wala rin po silang secondary license. Further, The scheme employed by Digital Trading has the characteristics of a Ponzi scheme, where monies from new investors are used in paying fake profits to prior investors and is designed mainly to favor its top recruiters and prior risk takers and is detrimental to subsequent members in case of scarcity of new investors. The offering and selling of securities in the form of investment contracts using the Ponzi scheme, which is fraudulent and unsustainable, is not a registrable security. The Commission will not issue a license to sell securities to the public to persons or entities that are engaged in this business or scheme. Moreover, RA number 11765 or the Financial Products and Services Consumer Protection Act or FCPA prohibits the commission of investment fraud defined as any form of deceptive solicitation of investments from the public, which includes Ponzi schemes and such other schemes involving the promise or offer of profits or returns sourced from the investments or contributions made by the investors themselves and the offering or selling of investment schemes to the public without a license or permit from the SEC. At pinaalalahanan din po ng SEC ang publiko na wag na po mag-invest at tumigil na po sa pag-invest sa kahit na anong investment scheme na ino-offer ng Digital Trading pati na rin ang mga representative nito. Mga kababayan, yan pong Digital Trading ay isa pong Ponzi scheme at isa pong investment scam. Kaya po, wag na po kayo mag-invest dyan. Kung kayo po ay nakapag-invest na sa Digital Trading, ay humingi na po kayo na refund dahil scam po ang Digital Trading. At wag na wag po kayong magre-recruit dahil yan po ay isang scam at pwede po kayong makasuhan ng downline ninyo kapag tumakbo na po ang Digital Trading scam. Kaya po mga kababayan, para wala po kayo sakit sa ulo, umiwas na po kayo sa Digital Trading at wag po kayo magre-recruit dahil yan po ay isang Ponzi scam. May babala din po ang SEC para doon sa mga umaaktong salesmen, brokers, dealers, agents, representatives, promoters, recruiters, uplines, influencers, endorsers, abettors, and enablers of Digital Trading in selling or convincing people to invest in the investment scheme being offered by the said entity, including soliciting investments or recruiting investors through the internet, may be held criminally liable under Section 11 of the FCPA and Section 28 of the SRC, which are both penalized separately with a maximum fine of 5 million pesos or imprisonment of 21 years or both pursuant to Section 73 of the SRC. Kaya po mga kababayan, wag na po kayo sumali sa Digital Trading at wag nyo rin pong i-promote at wag na po kayong mag-recruit. Furthermore, the names of all those involved will be reported to the Bureau of Internal Revenue so that the appropriate penalties and or taxes be correspondingly assessed. At kung meron po kayo impormasyon tungkol po sa operasyon ng Digital Trading, ay pwede nyo rin pong isend yan sa email po ng EIPD. Ang kanilang email po ay epd@sec.gov.ph. Ito pong advisory ay inilabas noong February 21, 2024. Mga kababayan, nakita po natin na ang Digital Trading na ang CEO ay si Cyril Abad ay isa na naman pong Ponzi scheme. Kaya po mga kababayan, umiwas na po kayo sa Digital Trading. Huwag po kayo maniniwala doon sa mga pang-hype nila dahil pang-hype lang po yan. Sa umpisa lang po ang payout at sigurado po sa huli tatakbuhan po kayo niya kapag naabot na nila yung quota nila. Kaya habang maaga pa po, umiwas na po kayo sa mga Ponzi scheme. Mga kababayan, maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa aking channel. God bless po.